Hey y'all, happy Monday. I got a little story time to tell y'all, so I'm gonna wait till everybody kind of get up in here for I start. But for now, I'll just like talk. So yeah, I didn't record this weekend. I know. I don't know what's been going on with me, but I mean, I just been, well, I do know what's going on with me, but you know how you just get moody, hey y'all, good morning, sometimes I just be moody for no reason. I just been moody for no reason. I've been sick. I don't know what's going on with me recently and my health. I swear y'all, I be trying to be healthy, taking my vitamins, drinking my water, my tea. I don't know, but I'm gonna tell this story time at a later day. Hey y'all, good morning. I'm on my way to work. Gotta clock in. But a couple years ago, I got really sick, and come to find out, I had some like stomach issues or whatever. Boom. Now the shit like randomly affects me depending on how I'm eating. I be thinking I'm all cool, then I start eating all kind of shit, and then boom, I be messed up. My stomach was toe up. I went out Friday trying to drink and be wrong, and guess what? Your girl was sick all damn weekend, basically. Tried to go to the little hot tub spot with Dylan just so I can, get out the house, and it was cool, but like we had a good relaxing time. Good morning, you guys. Good morning. Happy Monday. But I don't know, y'all. I got dressed to film a story time yesterday and everything. Like I got dressed, I got ready, and I was up, I got up early, I cleaned everything. I got up, got dressed, everything. And I was just moody as heck. I don't know, I just got so freaking moody. I just got so moody. I didn't even feel like filming. I just got highly irritated for no reason. Like, I don't know. I was just like so freaking moody. So I did not record. So that's that. I might record today if I don't go live and cook. If not tomorrow. So I feel like my tribe is in here for the most part. So y'all ready for the story time I got for y'all? I'm about to tell y'all the time where I almost had to fight my cousin. We're gonna be talking about my old apartment. Sorry y'all, it's bumpy right here. We're gonna be talking about my old apartments, and we're gonna be talking about Stacy, and then we're gonna be talking about my cousin that lived in apartments. I mean, she wasn't my real cousin, but she was like, how you got like cousins that's not your cousins but is your cousins. We was basically cousins through like her kid. Like her son was my cousin. She had a baby by one of my cousins, so I just called her my cousin. So we gonna call my cousin. Keep them probiotics drink. I've been taking so many probiotics. I don't know. Like I'm telling y'all. Well, no, I found out that I think I cannot eat a lot of citrus. So I've been like, that's why I haven't been live. Y'all haven't seen me going live or cooking. I ain't ate nothing. Every time I try to eat something, my stomach was messed up. I've been taking my vitamins, my probiotics, all of that. I'm telling y'all. I even had to get like some detox shit to just like flush everything out of my stomach. Like y'all, I swear my stomach felt like it was going to like explode in flames. Like my shit was fucked. So I haven't been able to eat, so that's why I ain't been live, because bitch, I've been hurting. That bitch been hurting. And then yesterday I finally started to really kind of feel better, and then I just got hella moody. But anyway, this story time is gonna be about an incident that happened in my apartment with Stacy and my cousin. We're gonna call my cousin, we're gonna call her Moody, because she was hella moody. She was one of those energy vampires. Like, I love my cousin, like she was cool, me and her was cool, but she was an energy vampire. And I'll get into like all of that part in a different story time. But I wanted to tell y'all this real good juicy story time. I'm 22 minutes away from work, but I'll be like 15 minutes early, so that gives me a good 30-40 minutes. Okay, boom. So let's just jump into it. Okay, so as y'all know, I told y'all about my apartments. Ghetto as hell up in here. Dylan had a big truck. Hold on, what's going on? I need to get over real quick. Dylan had a bunch of friends, because like I said, we lived right across the street from my son's school, like literally. So all the kids, basically lived in my apartments or in the houses that was right across the street from my house. So Dylan had a bunch of friends. So one day, all the kids at my house, I told all the kids to come over. Oh, you know what? This is when I had got, this was one of those summers where I wasn't working at my old job. Y'all remember I worked at my old job, the call center. This was one of those summers. I think this was the summer. Was this the summer? This was the summer I told y'all a story time where Cray kind of got me fired. This wasn't one of the summers I chose not to work. This was one of the summers that they told me I couldn't work because I was fucking up. Remember I told y'all I was drinking at work, and I had got sloppy drunk at work one day because Cray pissed me off. This was around that time, okay? So a lot was going on. So I'm off for the summer regardless. I was coming back to work in the winter, in the fall winter, but I was off for the summer. So at this particular time, I had no, was this COVID? I don't know, but I know I was like redoing my son's room. But anyways, all the kids that came over, it was Stacy's daughter, my cousin Moody's son, and like 3 or 4 other kids was at the house. So I don't know why this particular day when all the kids was at the house, I decided I wanted to redo Dylan's room. Like, I was like deep cleaning, redoing, reorganizing Dylan's room. So I let all the kids go in my room I don't know why they wasn't in the living room. Oh, because you know what? I had just did my carpets. I had just cleaned my carpets in the living room, and I was redoing Dylan's room. So I don't know. All the kids was just in my room playing or whatever. I wasn't tripping. I was going to change my sheets and stuff anyway, so I was going to do my room next. So I'm in Dylan's room, and I'm just cleaning up out his room, doing the floors, changing all his bedding. I think I had got him like a new bed, and I was just decorating his room and stuff like that. So a little backstory. Like I told y'all, Stacy's daughter had like an obsession with Dylan. Like, she did not like when other kids played with Dylan more than her. She did not like when Dylan was giving other kids attention more than her, okay? And then my cousin's son, Moody, was the same way. Like, so just imagine 2 kids that want one kid attention more than the other kids. So that they would always do this. My cousin Moody's son and Stacy's daughter will always get into little fights because they will be trying to fight over who playing with Dylan and who coming over and who doing this, who doing that, blah, 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 blah. So I had an iPad, right? So the kids in my room, they playing, everything was cool. I had made them hella snacks. They having fun. I'm in my room chilling. I'm checking on them occasionally, or they come over to me, seeing what I'm doing or whatever, looking at Dylan's room, or if I need the kids to help me. So I had a tablet at the time, an iPad. So I let the kids play with my iPad. The kids in the room, they start getting a little rowdy. Now, when the kids start getting a little rowdy, I go in there, I check on them. I'm like, what y'all in here doing? Like, it sounds like y'all in here fighting. So my cousin Moody's son was just like, Stacy's daughter not letting me play on the tablet. Like, she's being hella mean. She's being hella rude to me. She keep flicking me, like she's flicking him. So I'm telling Stacy's daughter, I'm like, girl, you can't be, being mean and flicking the kids. Like, cause like I said, Stacy's daughter looked like a grown ass woman. Like, she was only like 10 or 11, and she looked like she was damn near 17. I'm not gonna lie to you. The girl was built at a young age. So she was already taller and built over the other kids. This was at the time my son was like 8, 9. So the other kid, no, I don't even think that old, but like around 8 or 9. We'll just say around 8 or 9. So she towering over all the other kids because, like I said, she's Samoan and her mom was white, but her mom was tall and her daddy, obviously, they Samoan, they big, they tall. So she bigger than all the other kids. So she would be like punking the other kids. So I'm telling her like, okay, you need to calm down. You can't be doing all of that or I'm gonna make you go home. She was like, all right, I'm not gonna do it. They call me Mama Shayla. All the kids would call me Mama Shayla, y'all. So she like, okay, Mama Shayla, I'll leave him alone or whatever. So I go back in Dylan's room, finish up what I'm doing in there, and then I think I started like prepping to make dinner. I was gonna cook for all the kids or whatever, so we can have some food. So as I'm doing that, all I hear is like fighting in my room, like for real fighting this time. So I go in the room and two of the other kids that was there started like fighting for some, I don't know what they were fighting over. So I go in there, y'all, I gotta break up the fight with these kids. So I'm telling them like, hey, nah, y'all can't be up in my house fighting and stuff like that. So I call their mama. I'm like, yeah, not to call y'all mama. Y'all mama gotta come get y'all right now. Y'all ain't finna be up in my house tearing up shit, whatever. So I called those two girls' moms, and they was sisters. Actually, they were sisters. Oh, y'all remember I told y'all about the lesbian couple? They both wanted me, and I got into, well, they got into it at my house. So her kids, I forget what I call these people, I'm sorry, keep up, but the lesbian couple's daughters started fighting over something. So I called their mama and was like, hey, yeah, come get your kids. They up in my room tearing up shit and fighting. So boom, that happened. Y'all know when the kids just be doing wild stuff. Okay, anyways, so what really made me almost fight my cousin was, so Dylan, I had just, after that situation, the kids calmed down, they chilling. I said, hey, y'all need to chill out, just watch a movie. I put a movie on for the kids in my room, they chilling. So Dylan is laying on my bed, but he laying on his back on my bed. I had like some chairs, like some like little chair love seats in my room. Stacy's daughter is sitting on one of the chairs, and then my cousin's son was like sitting on my bed as well. And then I think it was like one more kid there, like one or two more other kids there. Remember I said two of the girls had to leave. They started fighting in my house. So Stacy's daughter has my iPad. My cousin's son wanted to play with the iPad. She gave the iPad to Dylan because she just like, well, shit, this is Dylan's mom iPad. I'm gonna just get an iPad to Dylan. Like, so Dylan's playing with the iPad, and then him and Stacy are looking at something on the iPad. I don't know what they're looking at on the iPad. They laughing, they giggling or whatever. My cousin's son got mad that Stacy and Dylan was on the iPad together. I guess when he was trying to ask Stacy, oh, like, what are y'all looking at on the iPad? He got mad because Stacy's daughter didn't want to let him see what was on the iPad. She was like, no, only me and Dylan can see what's on the iPad. I don't want you to see what's on the iPad. Do y'all know this little boy got mad at Stacy's daughter and punched my son in the face? Now, mind y'all, my son know how to fight. At this particular time, my son was in martial arts and he was in his green belt. So my son was whooping ass, belt to ass. You know what I mean? Like he really knew how to fight, you know, but he didn't like to fight the other kids because he knew like he could really, you know, hurt them. You know what I'm saying? Like if y'all don't know martial arts, like green belt, you know what you're doing, especially as like a kid. You know, he had worked his way up to his green belt because I think it's your white belt, your yellow belt, your blue belt, your purple belt, and then I think green. One of those orders. So yeah, mind y'all, I'm in the living room, so I see everything happening, but I didn't think the little boy was gonna hit Dylan. I thought the little boy and Stacy's daughter was gonna get into it. So I thought my cousin, because he my actual cousin, I thought my cousin's son and Stacy's daughter was gonna start getting into it. Cause I'm just watching the whole little shit. You know, I don't be trying to get in the little. I just be, you know, I be a little messy. I be trying to see, you know, the kid drama be funny. So I'm just watching to see what's really gonna happen. So I don't know. I must have blinked back. The kids was like going back and forth over the tablet. Like I said, my son is laying on his back on the bed. Stacy's daughter had got up and was like standing like next to Dylan, over Dylan, and they was looking at something on the iPad. My cousin's son had got up off the bed because he got mad because Stacy's daughter was not trying to let him see what was on the iPad. So mind you, my son laying on his back in the face while he laying down on his back. So mind you, I'm seeing this as a mom, y'all. So I instantly go into like mom mode. Like I literally ran in the room and like grabbed the little boy because Dylan was just confused. Like, what this nigga hit me for? So when Dylan realized like the little boy had punched him in the damn face, he kind of like rolled over and like jumped up, and him and the little boy started like, well, it's our cousin. That's my cousin. It's my son's cousin. My cousin's Moody's son. They cousins. So Dylan and the little boy, now they fight. So I'm in mommy mode. I run and I grab the little boy. I mean, it's my little cousin, but still at the same time, you know, I wouldn't want nobody to grab my kid. But at the same time, like, the little boy literally punched my son while he laying on his back. Like, that's some sucker ass shit. Like, I don't know what his mama be teaching him, but my son know better. You don't never fucking hit nobody like that, like while they laying down on their back. Because how he kind of like hit him, he kind of like punched him to where he like hit his face and hit his neck and shit. So my son mad as fuck, like, nigga, I'm laying down, you gonna punch me while I'm laying on my back? So boom, him and Dylan get to fighting and shit. I run in there and I grab the little boy up. I'm like, hey, you tripping? I'm like, hey, like, none of that. So the little boy started crying because I probably damn near scared him because I really ran up on the little boy hella fast and like grabbed his ass. So Dylan hella mad. Dylan like me, he crying because he just like, damn, like, you my cousin, like, you mad at the girl, but you hit me. Why did you hit me instead of her? Which I get it, like, boys should not hit girls, but I'm telling you, my cousin's son Moody and Stacy's daughter would be fighting all the time. Like, it wasn't new for them to be fighting, so you know what I mean? But it wasn't like a real fight. They would just be like pushing each other type shit. So it wasn't like nothing new. But anyways, the little boy started crying, so I let the little boy go and I sat his little ass down on the couch. I'm like, you know, I didn't mean to scare you like that, but I'm like, hell no. Like, you just punched my son damn near in his fucking neck while he fucking laying down. I'm like, that's not cool. I'm like, why did you hit him? So he's crying. He's like, oh, because Stacy's daughter wasn't letting me see your iPad. She was only letting Dylan look at what she was looking at on the iPad. And I'm just like, that's not no reason to be like hitting nobody. You can't just be putting your hands on people when you get upset. Now mind you, this little boy, he did have behavior issues. Like, he would always be, when things didn't go his way, he would like spaz out, because he was one of them little kids who would hit his mama, and I'd be looking like, couldn't be me. I don't give a shit if they diagnose my kid with behavioral disorder. I don't give a damn. My son would know, you better not ever put your hands on me because you're mad. So he would be hitting on my cousin, and I would just be looking, because what am I supposed to do? I would just, you know how you look when somebody kids doing some shit and you just be like, you know, I would just be giving them kind of looks, you know what I mean? Because like, what the hell am I gonna do? Tell her like, whoop that nigga little boy ass? Because couldn't be me. Belt would have been 2 acts, period. I don't know. So mind you, Stacy's daughter just laughing. So now I'm getting mad, because now I'm even getting more mad, because I'm trying to like, it's just hella shit going on. My son crying because he mad, you feel me? The little boy crying because I don't know, and then Stacy's daughter over here just laughing. Like, it's just like, girl, you started all this shit. You know your little messy ass could have just let him see what was on the tablet. Like, you always just trying to be mean or bully one of the kids or whatever. So I'm telling, I'm trying to calm him down. I'm trying to calm my son down. I'm just like, okay. So I get on the phone and I call my cousin Moody. I'm like, hey, you need to come get your son. Like, I'm not the type to, you know, be yelling at nobody kids or putting my hand on nobody kids. But your son just hit my son, and they started fighting. And I let her know. I said, I grabbed him up and I sat him down on the couch. He crying, as you can hear in the back. He crying. I talked to him, and you come get your kid now. Pick him up. So she like, all right, I'm gonna be on my way. So boom, she gets to the house, right? So the little boy just sitting there. He stopped crying, but he just sitting there all sad. I'm comforting my son, because it's just like, shit, my son, you hit my kid, and you want to cry? Like, I don't understand. Like, you can't be mad that you hit my son while he laying down, and he got up and started taking off on your ass. Because mind you, Moody's son was way smaller than Dylan, and you know, like I said, Dylan was in martial arts. Like, he knew how to like really fight. So you know what I mean? Dylan had got on his ass real quick, little boop, boop, boop. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I'm calming Dylan down because he's just like, Mom, like, why would he hit me? Like, that's my cousin. Like, I love my cousin. I didn't do nothing wrong. Like, why would he hit me? Why would he want to fight me? I never did nothing to him. Like, he got mad at Stacy's daughter, and why would he want to fight me? So I'm just like, Munchie, it just, I don't know. I didn't know what to tell. I'm just like, I don't know, Munchie. I don't know why he took his anger or frustration out on you. Like, that's messed up or whatever. But his mom on his way to come get him. So I don't know. So I calmed Dylan down. Dylan chilling. And so mind you, it's other kids at my house. So the other kids is just like, you know, kids, they just like, you know how kids be like, ooh. So they just, you know, chilling. I'm just like, okay, this is a lot going on. Boom, my cousin Moody get in there and she come inside. She go talking to her son or whatever. Her son was telling her what happened or whatever. And so she come talk to me. She was like, girl, I don't want you to think I'm mad at you or whatever. Like, you feel me? You know, you handled the situation. I'm like, yeah, I don't want you to be mad that I grabbed your son up. It wasn't even like I wasn't trying to, I didn't hurt him or nothing like that. I just like grabbed him up and sat his ass down. You feel me? Because one thing, he wasn't gonna hit me. Now, see, it's one thing you let your kid hit on you, but if your little badass son would have hit on me, I'm sorry, belt would have been too ass. I don't give a damn. Okay, you need to teach y'all kids. Hey, don't let your kids come to my house if you don't want belt to ass if they get out of line. Hey, and I would tell them, like, hey, your kids get out of line over here, and I don't play that shit over here. Don't let them motherfuckers come over here and, okay, get them up out of here quick. If you, but he, you know what I'm saying? So then, y'all, why she go start yelling at Stacy's daughter? And she's like all in Stacy's daughter face, yelling at her, like she didn't call the little girl out her name, but she was like talking to her in a way that she should not talk to somebody else's kid. You know what I mean? Like, I get it, you upset and about the situation, but like she's all in Stacy's daughter face. So I'm just like, I'm telling my cousin, I'm like, hey, like, nah, like, you know, yeah, the little girl was wrong, but you can't be getting in her face like that. Like, let me call her. Like, mind you, my cousin Moody and Stacy was cool, but at this particular time, they wasn't really cool. They would be on and off friends. I don't know, because my cousin Moody was hella moody. Anyways, y'all know Stacy was just a weirdo. Both of them was kind of weird. I ain't even gonna lie. I love my cousin, but you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I called Stacy. I'm like, hey, you need to come over here because a little situation that happened, and you need to come be over here. This was before me and Stacy had got into it, like the whole little fight with me and Stacy. So I'm telling her, like, you need to come over here. So my cousin kind of get mad at me. You know, Stacy didn't live that far. She was gonna be at my house in like 5 minutes. So I get off the phone with Stacy. So I'm telling my cousin, like, nah, you can't be in that little girl face. She's like, oh, nah, because she always instigating stuff and starting stuff with the kids and my son, da 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 da. And I'm like, yeah, I get that, but you like she all in the little girl face. And I'm just like, because I wouldn't want nobody to be in my kid face like that. Like, when I was talking to her son, I wasn't in his face, and I was talking to him calm. I'm like, look, cousin, you know, you can't be putting your hands on people. You know, I'm talking to him like that. I'm not in his face. I'm calm. I'm trying to comfort him, but at the same time, I'm trying to teach him, like, you can't just be lashing out and then taking your frustration out on somebody that ain't even caused the issue. You know what I mean? I never yelled at that little boy or anything like that. So I'm just trying to tell her, like, it's okay if you want to say something to that girl, but you can't be in her face. So now my cousin, like, she got a problem with me. She's just like, oh, I know Stacy and her daughter longer than you. You don't need to be telling me what I can and cannot say to Stacy's daughter. And I'm like, okay, that's cool and all, but you're not gonna do that shit in my house, okay? Y'all can do all that crazy shit outside of my house, whatever. But in my house, you're not going to be doing that to nobody else's kid. Like, wait for her mama to get here. And then if y'all all want to sit down and have it. Damn. Do I want to be parked in between these big ass trucks? And look at this motherfucker right here, y'all. So yeah. And so yeah, she's directing her anger towards me. She's like, well, I don't understand how you didn't intervene before all this shit happened anyway. And I'm like, girl, these are fucking kids. They be getting into it over any damn thing. Like, you feel me? I didn't know the situation was gonna escalate this far. But again, I'm trying to tell her, like, you know your son, like, you know your kid. He always lashing out for no reason. If anything, you need to be mad at your kid because your kid put his hands on my kid while my kid was laying down chilling, minding his own damn business. You know what I mean? So I'm getting on her. I'm like, yeah, like, you need to be teaching your son more discipline because your son be wilding. So now she's getting mad because I'm telling her about herself and her kid. Like, if you want to get to the root of the issue, I don't give a damn what Stacy's daughter did. Stacy's daughter at that particular time did not put her hands on your kid. All she was doing was, you know how kids is, like, no, you can't see this, you can't see this type shit. She was just like playing with the little boy. You know what I mean? That's not grounds because somebody won't let you see something for somebody to put their hands on somebody. Like, no. So I'm just telling her, I'm like, you know, I be good to you and your son. Like, y'all, I was like the neighborhood favorite. You know what I mean? I'm always bringing people food, always letting people borrow money and shit like that, you know. And I'm not the type of person to be like throwing stuff in her face, but I'm just like, I do a lot of shit for you and your son. She didn't have a car. Anytime they needed a ride somewhere, to like doctor's appointments, to the grocery store and all this shit, I would come through. You feel me? So I'm like, you don't need to be coming over here taking your aggression out on me because some fuck shit your little badass son did. You need to put a belt to that little boy butt. You know what I mean? And get him in order, because he just be lashing out for no damn reason. So yeah, like, me and her getting into it. And I'm just like, this is just a lot going on. Like I said, mind you, it's kids here and stuff like that. So I'm just like, you know what? Like, you and your son can leave. Like, I'm arguing with you. It's a lot going on. The kids already didn't fall. Like, this is too much. Like, I'm over fucking stimulated. You know what I mean? I don't even like all of this. I don't like all of this. This is just too much. So finally, Stacy get to the door. Stacy, y'all know Stacy. If the door ain't locked, she gonna walk her happy ass in. Stacy pop her head in. She walk in. She like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? So as I'm trying to tell Stacy what was happening, my cousin Moody, she jumped in. She like, no, cause let me tell it. Oh, bitch, first of all, you're doing a lot of shit in my house because your kid don't know how to keep his hands to himself. I'm like, I got this. You weren't even here. Let me tell you, I was here. So she like, no, because you're gonna try to put all of this on my son when it was her daughter who woo just like saying hella shit. So Stacy like, what about my daughter? What about my daughter? So Stacy's daughter come about my room because at the time, the kids that was still at my house, besides my cousin Moody's son was in the living room. I'm in the living room with Moody and her son, and then Stacy walked in. The other kids was just in my room chilling or whatever, like comforting Dylan, because Dylan's highly upset that he had to just put his hands on his cousin because of some stupid stuff. So now me and Moody going back and forth again. I'm just like, girl, you're coming up in my house trying to regulate stuff, right? Just so much drama over nothing. This is why I stopped after this little situation. I wouldn't let so many kids come to my house, and I wouldn't let Stacy's daughter and Moody's son come to my house at the same time. They had to come at different times. But anyway, so it's just hella commotion going on. Moody is getting her son stuff. She's just like, whatever, I'll just leave. I'm like, girl, leave, please. You and your son need to get the fuck up out of my house at this point. Like, you my cousin, I love you, but this is just unnecessary ass shit when you should have just came to my house and apologized for what your son did. Like, you know what I'm saying? You over here trying to get an attitude and trying to justify your kid's action when you cannot justify what he did. He had no reason to put his hands on my kid. Period. Like, period. And I don't give a damn. Like, so I'm explaining to Stacy what happened. I'm like, your daughter was playing too much. She wasn't trying to let my cousin's son see the iPad. My cousin's son got mad and punched my son because he was mad at your daughter. Okay, so she's just like, okay, so I don't understand, like, you know, what the issue is. I'm just like, I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Moody was all up in your daughter's face. That's why I called you over here. That's why me and Moody getting into it, because she was trying to yell at your daughter, and I don't, you know, I felt like, you know, it's only right that, you know, you be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be no messy shit. Moody's still right there. I'm telling her right in her face, because I don't need nobody trying to say, oh, she says this when I walked away. I said it right in front of Moody. I said Moody was in your daughter's face yelling at her. So I said, let me call her mama. So Moody like, oh, it's like that, cuz it's like that, cuz. I'm just like, look, this my motherfucking house. Y'all come to my house disrupting my peace in my goddamn house. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. So Moody and Stacy start going back and forth, and Stacy was like, see, this is you need to because like I said, Stacy's daughter and Moody's son would always be fighting and stuff. I put his hands on somebody, woo. So Moody was basically trying to justify it was okay for her son to be hitting on Stacy's daughter because Stacy's daughter was way bigger than him. I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? In that situation, like, yeah, Stacy's daughter did used to try to like bully the kids, but she would never hit the kids first. They would always usually probably, well, from what I seen, especially with Moody's son would always be hitting on Stacy's daughter first. You know what I mean? But again, Stacy's daughter is like, she was built, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Anyway, though, Stacy and Moody kind of started getting into it, and I was just like, look, y'all can talk about this. Just, I need everybody to clear out my damn house. Stacy, get your daughter, leave. Moody, get your son, leave. Other two kids, they lived like 2 apartments down from mine. Y'all go walk home. Everybody leave. Clear out my goddamn house. Like, I was just like, everybody needs to just leave and go home. This is just like too much going on. So boom, everybody leave. I'm talking to Dylan, and you know, Dylan's like upset, you know, because he's just like, I don't understand what happened. I said, I don't either, son. It just be like that. And I was just like, you know, from now on, I don't want you to have that many friends over. It's just too much going on. And especially Moody's son and Stacy's daughter cannot be here at the same time. I don't got time for the shenanigans. I don't care what y'all do outside, when outside playing, I don't care. But I'm like, you can't invite them over. Basically, Dylan was just like, I don't want Moody's son coming over here anyway, because he always throwing some little temper tantrum any goddamn way. So where was Stacy's mom and all of this? Like, their parents was at home. I had called the parents over after the situation had happened. You know, Moody was at home, Stacy was at home. When the whole situation jumped off, I called my cousin Moody first, because it's like, come get your badass kid. You know what I mean? I wasn't even gonna call Stacy right away, because it was just like, you know what I mean? Like, until Moody got in Stacy's daughter's face. So that's why I called Stacy over. I'm like, no, you need to come over here and get your daughter, and there's too much shit going on. So anyway, everybody leave. I'm talking to Dylan. My cousin Moody is texting me. Wow. She's just like, I thought we was family. I don't understand why you think you could talk to me the way you talk to me. Because mind you, Moody was older than me. So she like my big cousin. I'm just like, girl, I don't give a damn that you're my big cousin. One thing about it, you gonna respect me. You gonna respect me. Because a lot of times I'm the big homie. You need a ride, you calling me. When you want some money for your little funky cigarettes, who you calling? And they already know I don't like giving people money for cigarettes. So she would lie and try to say like, girl, you got a couple dollars. I want to go get some snacks from the store. No, you trying to go up there and buy them little singles at this corner store. Like, girl, whatever. But anyway, so it's just like, you know, I'm not the type of person to throw something in somebody's face. But what you're not going to do is try to use your age to think you're going to talk to me however you want to. No, you're going to put some respect on my name, Bookie, because I don't need you. You're going to need me before I need you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, you know, you're my big cousin, and I don't like the way you talking to me. I don't like how your son be coming to my house and acting. Period. You lucky I didn't whoop that little boy ass, because really he need an ass whooping. He really do. He really do. You know what I'm saying? Like, she needed to really whoop him. But, even if not whoop him, she needed to be disciplining him. Like, this wasn't the first time he put his hands on kids for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, he always was getting upset at something and then just hitting the person closest to him. Whether that's his mom, his sister, whoever, the teachers. Like, the little boy had got kicked out of school because he was just hitting on everybody. And it was just like, you're not teaching your kid to not put his hands on people. I would be wrong if I would have put belt to ass. I would have been wrong. I would have been the villain in the story. You know what I'm saying? But I chose not to do that because it was just like, look, I ain't got time to be fighting Moody. You know what I mean? That's my cousin. Now, the kid, he did have like behavioral issues, but I feel like my cousin Moody wasn't doing what she needed to do as a mom to get that under control. You know what I'm saying? It was just like he would do something, she'd be like, oh, well, no, you need to teach him, you need to discipline him. And that's not saying you got to put your hands on a kid to discipline him, but I'm telling you, your son put his hands on my son for no reason, and you're mad at Stacy's daughter because Stacy's daughter caused the issue. I don't give a damn what that little girl did. She didn't put her hands on him. All she did was say he couldn't look at the iPad. It ain't never been that deep. You know what I'm saying? But after that, like, me and my cousin Moody, we kind of just fell off. Me and her would be hanging out all the time, and we would watch Power together all the time. But like, she would just be moody. She would just, like, her moods would just be all over the place, and then her kid was just bad as hell. So, at that point is where I started, like, learning, like, ooh, you know what, it's maybe not best to be all friendly with your neighbors. You know what I mean? Like I said, y'all, I had lived in my apartment for like 6-7 years before I even started meeting people in my apartments. I didn't even know my cousin lived in the damn apartments. I didn't even know her until I started, like, going outside and meeting Dylan's friends' moms. And then I found out, like, oh, that's my cousin. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I started learning, like, maybe it wasn't the best idea becoming friends with all these people in the apartment, because I just started getting in so much drama when I never had drama in my apartments until I started becoming cool with these females in the goddamn apartment. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, me and my cousin, we was still cool, but I wouldn't hang out with her like that. And I don't think her kid came back to my house after that. I think maybe he came over like one more time, because I think I had like a little Halloween party for the kids one year, but that was it. Like, he never came back to my house, because I was just like, no, I don't want him here, because that's the kind of kid where I would whoop his ass. Like, he needed a whooping. I just feel like he needed one good whooping, one stern whooping, and then after that whooping, he needed a hug and, to be sat down and told him, like, look, your behavior is unacceptable. You cannot put your hands on people because you feel like it, because you get emotionally overstimulated. Like, she should have been trying to find other ways to help him cope with his anger. Mind you, I was trying to tell her she should get her son into martial arts. I think martial arts is really good for little boys who have discipline issues, because it's gonna teach them discipline. Then martial arts instructors ain't gonna play that, and then he'll have something to take his frustration out on. But she didn't want to pay for it, and I was just like, it wasn't even gonna be that expensive. Like, but I get it, if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. But I was telling her she should at least do the trial. They had like a little trial period for like 1 month free. And I was like, at least put him in there for the like 1 month free. And then like, I think like every like Tuesday or Thursday, Dylan got to bring a friend for free. And I was like, then he could just come like every other, like once a week with Dylan after the month. You know what I'm saying? But it would be good for him. I think it'll be a good outlet for him. He'll be able to just learn how to, put his anger into something else. Like, I don't know. But, yeah. Yeah, y'all, it was crazy. That was crazy. It was crazy. It was just crazy. But what y'all be saying in the chat? I got like 2 minutes and then I gotta go inside. You have a great personality, period. Stacy's mom came and she took her daughter home. Oh girl, I love your outfit. Thank you. Hey Tribe. Hey Lady Lyric. Hey Darren. Hey, wait, oh, y'all deleting shit quick. I've been missing you, boo. Hey, Tennessee Slim. You should write a book, love. I should write a book. Y'all, I swear my imagination is so like I think I could write a like good ass drama filled good ass book. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I do. I do think I could write a good ass book. All right, let me get my shit together because ooh, do I got my work key? One stuff out my purse, y'all. Oh, I do. Can y'all hear me? Okay, yeah, but y'all, I don't know what it was yesterday. I was so moody yesterday, y'all. I was blocking people left and right. I was like, okay, so this one boy asked me to go on a date, right? So I'm telling him like, yeah, we can go on a date. The date came of the date. I'm not playing with people no more. You tell me one thing and do another, I'm blocking you. You know what? I came to the realization that you gotta leave people where they at. You know what I'm saying? Like I be too nice sometimes. I be trying to give people the benefit of the doubt. Y'all can't hear me again? You know, and like me and him had been talking, he hella cool, but he was just like, oh, I'm gonna take you out. I'm like, all right, cool. Did they come? Don't say, he didn't say anything. So I'm like, all right, cool. But he on my Instagram liking my pictures. So I messaged him. I said, that's crazy. You asked me to go on a date today. You haven't said anything, but you're liking my pictures on Instagram. Make it make sense. Like, I'm confused. So then he was just like, oh, my bad. Block. What are you talking about? Like, you playing, you wasting my time. Blocked. Okay, blocked. So this one boy told me he was gonna buy me lunch, right? He told me he was gonna buy me lunch on Friday. He told me he was gonna buy me lunch on Wednesday, right? He was like, I didn't ask him, y'all. And this is what pissed me off. When people, I don't never ask nobody for money or nothing. But the boy, he was just like, oh, I'm gonna buy you lunch today. Da 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 da. So I'm like, okay, cool. Did he send the money for lunch? No, he didn't. Am I gonna ask? No, because I don't care. Like I couldn't eat anyway. Like I told y'all, my stomach had been messed up. I was just gonna save the money for a rainy day in my Cash App or whatever. He never sent the money for the lunch. So I'm like, okay, that's strike one. You shouldn't have said you wanted to buy me lunch. I didn't ask you. I didn't even need you to buy me lunch. But don't say it. You're gonna do something and don't do it. That's gonna piss me off. All right, cool. So then on Friday, he was like, oh, yeah, I forgot to send you the money for lunch. How about I come and on your lunch break and we go have lunch? 4 o'clock came Friday, right? And he gonna talk about, did you still want to go have lunch? Bitch, it's 3 p.m. What are you talking about? Do I still want to go have lunch? Bitch, I had lunch. Well, really, I did. I just ate some yogurt. I ate a parfait from Chick-fil-A. Block. So I blocked him. He called me from a text now number and was like, why did you block me? I said, you told me the other day you was going to buy me lunch. You didn't buy me lunch. Cool. I let it go because I didn't even ask you to buy me lunch. I could see if I asked you to buy me lunch and you didn't. Then you told me you were going to take me to lunch on my lunch break. You hit me at 4 o'clock. Block. Like, what do you mean? I'm tired of people being unintentional. Be intentional with me. And this is the thing, I tell people that. I'm like, look, I'm in an intentional point in my life. If you're not trying to be intentional, keep it moving. I'm not, and I tell them like, I'm not going to play with you. And then they play with me and then they think I'm going to keep playing with them. Okay, I give you 2 times to play with me and I'm blocking your ass. So I blocked the damn text now number. Like, get the hell off my phone. He gonna message me on Instagram like, I don't understand. You're making me mad. You're being hella petty. Shit came up. How are you mad that shit came up? Communication, 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 communication. Again, you could have just said, oh, something came up. Rain check. Right? Not complicated. It's not that fucking complicated. Block. Then this one boy that I was talking to, that I was feeling for a little bit, posted some shit about how, see, you know what? People got, look, when I see a man post shit about black women, I block, delete. So mind you, I have been talking to this person for a little minute, whatever. And, you know, I thought that he was cool. You know what I mean? We've been chilling, whatever. Nothing serious, casual. This man posted on his Instagram, black women are becoming a danger to black men, or some goofy ass shit like that. Like, black women ain't good for black men, or some goofy ass shit like that. Oh, I blocked, bitch. What? Oh, you don't like, if you do not like black women, do not talk to me. I hate when they be like, but you the exception. You not like the other ones. Block. What are you talking about? Just because you had a bad experience with certain black women don't mean all black women are like that. I hate when people try to categorize black women in one category. Just because you dealt with some trifling black women don't mean all black women are trifling. So boom, I block him. He called me private and was like, why did you block me? I said, you posted some shit about not liking black women or something on your Instagram. I don't like that. I don't want to talk to nobody who posts stuff like that. I don't know. He was like, but it's not towards you. I said, I don't give a damn who it's towards. You post a lot of stuff that make it seem like you don't like black women. I am a black woman. So if I see you posting stuff like that, I don't want to talk to you. And he was like, that's weird. What's weird? If I sat up on the internet all day and was just like, black men, I hate black men this, black men that, would you think I like black men? No. Yes, I've had bad experience with black men, but I know all black men is not like that. I've had bad experience with Mexican men. That don't mean I don't like all Mexican men. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to post hate stuff towards a whole demographic of people because a couple people from that demographic, I didn't like some shit they did. Y'all, the man keeps calling me and texting me from these text down numbers talking about I'm doing too much, I'm being petty, he don't understand. What do you not understand? Every other day, you're posting stuff about, now it's getting crusty, how you don't like something that black women do. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with no man who has that mindset like that. And that's towards any women. I don't care. It like, I don't like people like that. You could have been talking about Latin women. You could have been like, I don't like Latin women because I don't like dealing with them kind of men. Like, that's so sassy. You sit up all day on the internet posting how you don't like women. Are you gay? Because he would post stuff like that too. He would just be like, oh, women don't know how to be women anymore. Women don't know how to listen to their man anymore. Women this, women that, women this. At first, I was just letting it slide when he was just posting like the women stuff. Like, I'm just like, okay, you kind of sounding gay. I'm sorry, but as a man, if you're sitting up all day on the internet posting stuff about how women don't do this and how women don't do that, I'm gonna assume you're gay. Why are you posting so much hate towards women all day? You must like men. It sounds like you want a boyfriend. Women want to be taken care of. All women want to do is spend a nigga money. All women want from a nigga is for him to take care of her. What woman don't want to be with a man and he take care of her? And when a woman says she wants to be taken care of, It's not financially. A woman wants to be take care of my spirit, take care of my soul, take care of my mental. I don't want to be worried that you talking to 50 girls all day. I don't want to be worried that if I really need you and to lean on you and then you to give me advice, I want to know that I can lean on you for that. It's not about money. So men who sit up all day complaining how women want a man to be a man, I'm going to assume you're gay. But just because you have bad experiences with the women you chose to deal with, don't mean all women are like that. So if you putting all women in a category, I'm just going to assume you do not like women. And he wondered why I unfollowed him. You post hate towards women all day. I think you like men. I think that's fair, right? To assume. I don't understand how he don't understand why I don't want to talk to him. I'm confused. What are you confused about? Like, it's clear you don't like women. I'm so fucking confused. Y'all was just blocking people left and right yesterday. I was like everything was irritating me yesterday. Like, a nigga could have texted me hi and I blocked him. Why are you telling me hi? Ask me how I'm doing. Like, and then it be the men who be like, when we gonna link? Blocked. What are you talking about when we gonna link? Are you a hot link? Or what are we talking about link? They don't even introduce themselves. I don't even know your name and you're asking me when we gonna link. I could rob you. I could set you up. You ain't even introduce. You don't even know me. They don't even be like, hey, how you doing? What's your name? I'm Chris or I'm Devin. Nothing. Just straight, when we gonna link? Hello, how are you? What's your name? Shit, goddamn. And then it's like when you correct them, because I'm the type, I correct them. I be like, excuse me, I'm Shayla, nice, and you are? Introduce yourself. And then I politely tell them, I said, I feel like you want to hunch on me. You're not interested in getting to know me. You want to hunch on me. And it's cool. I get it. I'm a sexy ass bitch. I would want to hunch on me too. But this ain't that. I'm sorry. I don't like your approach. And they be like, damn. Yeah, damn. What you thought this was? I don't understand why men think because a woman is sexy that she don't have no boundaries. She don't have no standards. I'm just saying, like, at least introduce yourself. Hey, how you doing? How your day going? My name is. Your name is. Okay, nice to meet you. Would you like to hang out one day? We can go have lunch. We could go have dinner. We could go do an activity. You know what I'm saying? It's just like people do not know how to speak anymore. It's just people want to shorten and condense everything. It's so annoying. And I hate these acronyms that everybody's using instead of words. I hate it. Every day, it's a new acronym for something. Why? Why can't we just say, hello, how are you doing today? It's all these acronyms. Why are we condensing everything? Why? Why is everything so condensed these days? I don't understand. Like, I don't know. I'm an intellectual person. I like using my words. I like talking. I like sentences. I like things spelled out. Am I the only one? Like, am I tripping? I don't know. Like, I just feel like as a grown-up, as a lady, we like intellectual things. And if you're texting me all these acronyms, I'm just going to assume your intelligent level is small. It's going to make me know, like, gotta go, y'all. But yeah, I don't know, y'all. I've been moody as hell. I've been so goddamn moody. I'm telling you, a dude can text me good morning and I don't like it. I'm blocking it. Why are you texting me? Nah, I'm joking. But I've been just so moody, y'all. Yeah, I don't know, I just been moody. I don't know why. Literally, it's a random moodiness, but I need to go, y'all. My boss probably looking at me like, girl, you're already late. Get the hell out the car. I'm not pregnant, y'all. I'm not pregnant. Ain't nobody knocking the Mario coins out of me. Okay, maybe that's why I'm moody. Maybe I need to get some because I ain't had none. I'm not pregnant, y'all. Not pregnant. Not pregnant. I will, like, yeah. I have water. I haven't even drank because I've been having stomach issues. So you sound dumb. Water. Who the fuck is drinking Don Julio at 9:45 a.m. and they not on vacation? Like, who's doing that? Who the fuck? Whoever drinks Don Julio this early and you not on vacation, you going through some shit. You need therapy. Life is whooping your ass. The only time I'm drinking this early is if I'm on vacation. The fuck? I don't even drink during the week, y'all. I make a drink when I go live. I don't drink like that. I be having one bottle of alcohol for like 1 month. Y'all be seeing me use the same bottle of alcohol because I don't drink. I just make me a nice little drink here. I ain't even drank, y'all. I tried to drink on Friday. I had like one drink and a shot on Friday and I was fucked up. I was messed up. But before that, I haven't drank anything. I haven't drank no liquor. I only could drink water and tea. Like anything else makes my stomach hurt. So can I stop shouting? No, turn your phone down. Drinking is so hard nowadays. Yeah. But y'all, let me go. Bye. Get off the bye, y'all. I will call y'all later. We can talk later. I'll call y'all like on my lunch or something. I plan on skating today. So I'll call y'all back on my lunch. If not later on. It's gonna start getting dark later now, y'all. So I could go live while I'm on my way home too. But I'm gonna call y'all later because I want to tell y'all something. I got something to tell y'all. But I'm gonna call y'all later. Matter of fact, I need to call the membership because I got tea. I got so much tea to tell y'all on the membership. Okay, so on my way home, I'm gonna call the membership. So membership, tap it. Y'all, I did some shit, y'all. Y'all not even gonna believe. So membership, I'm gonna call y'all after work because I gotta tell y'all this tea. But regular, I'm gonna call y'all back on my lunch. Girl, I know I did. Okay, I am. I'm calling today because I gotta get the tea out. I gotta get all this old tea out. Woo! Okay, bye. Lay out, bye. I gotta go.